mask. Kaya may multang 5,000. Kaya, syempre, protection na rin natin yun. So ngayon po, ang training po natin is paano ba umunlad, thriving this new normal way. Ayan. So grabe po ang ating training po ngayon. At the same time, dito po natin matututunan kung ano yung mga bagay na pinakamaganda na posible nating gawin para mas lumago pa yung negosyo po natin dito sa Empowered Consumerism. Napakalupit. So sa mga estudyante po natin sa JDM Project community na talagang nararamdaman na talaga yung income na kahit po may ECQ or lockdown, congratulations po sa ating lahat. At kung ikaw po ngayon, talagang gusto mo pang mag-boost at lumaki pa yung income mo, napakaganda po ng decision mo na nandito ka po ngayon sa ating Zoom webinar kasi marami ka pong matututunan. Alright? Okay, so check ko lang, ready na ba yung ating ayan, check ko lang ha. Ayan, so stress stress po muna tayo. Ayan, so hindi pa kayo natatapos sa mga emoji nyo guys. Malupit talaga. Ayan, so make sure po, ilan na ba tayo? Make sure po na kapasok po yung mga inyo pong buong grupo po ninyo sa mga taga Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, taga Asia, Middle East, Europe, USA, nasa 700 pa po tayo. So push pa. Push pa more. Ayan, sa mga hindi po na naririnig yung audio, ayan, check nyo po yung screen. Meron pong ano dyan, meron pong options dyan. Baka po naka-off ang inyong audio. So sayang po pag ang kapugian lang po namin ni Up Marky ang inyong makikita at hindi niyo po maririnig ang mga sasabihin natin kasi napaka-importante po ng ating training po ngayon. So, make sure po, i-check niyo po kung wala kayong naririnig yung audio niyo dyan. Check niyo. Ayan. Check natin kung ready na ba yung ayan. Stress pa daw. Okay. Okay, so, ano pa ba yung pwedeng gawin? Okay, so, grabe po guys. Ako po personally, nararamdaman ko po talaga yung hagupit po at sobrang gandang nangyayari po sa atin ngayon dito sa JDM Project. Lahat po ng sumasabay, lalong-lalo na po sa mga activities po natin. Lahat po ng mga tinuturo from session 1 to session number 5 ng mga nakaraang linggo, ang dami ko pong natututunan. Diba? Ang dami po talagang mga bagong tinuturo talagang binibigay na po sa atin lahat ng kailangan natin matutunan. Binibigay na po sa atin lahat. Kailangan nating skills, may mga skills na tinuro, mind setting, meron pang about sa products naman, paano mag-market ng 15 accounts, 7 accounts, diba? So, at saka, make sure po na na-save nyo po sa calendars nyo yung mga susunod pa po natin mga session, diba? At the same time, ayan, at kapag po may mga ganito, talagang i-rally nyo po talaga sa grupo nyo. Kasi, wala po tayong recorded na mga videos nito, okay? So live po ito. At hindi po natin alam kung mauulit pa yung mga ganitong training. So mas maganda talaga na lahat, imagine mo na lang, kung yung skills, yung wisdom, yung knowledge na tinuturo ng mga sobrang successful na tao dito sa industry natin sa network marketing, sa JDM Project, kasi napakalupit na mga speakers, maipasa po sa grupo mo. Meron kang 8 linya dyan. Ang 8 linya yung matuto lahat. Imagine, nagpapasok lang po ng, pagbigay na lang po natin 20 accounts per month sa 8 linya. O diba? Sabog-sabog po yung income po natin. Diba? Kaya maximize po natin talaga. Ayan. Okay na. Alright, excited na ako. Okay, so, ang ating pong speaker ngayon po, isa po talaga ako sa, nung nagsimula po ako dito, nung na-meet ko po itong tao, napabilib niya po talaga ako. Kasi, Bisaya po siya, okay, sa mga taga-Cebu dyan. Yung speaker po natin is from Cebu. Ang tawag po sa kanya is The Flash. Oh, di ba? Parang superhero, di ba? The Flash. Bakit siya tinawag The Flash? Kasi sobrang bilis niya, sobrang ginalingan niya masyado talaga yung business natin. At napakalupit po dahil po sa kanyang dedication at syempre sa kanyang ginagawa po at skills, napakarami niya na pong achievement dito po sa business po natin sa Empowered Consumerism. Isa lang naman po siyang Millionaires Club member, grabe, Elite Global Ambassador, Yan, isa po sa top 500 ng empowered consumerism. If I've not mistaken po, ano po siya sa top 50 or top 100 po ng PC po natin. At siyempre, ang presidente po ng Daily Project Cebu, siya po yung in charge sa buong Daily Project Cebu. So napakalupit po talaga ng taong to at multiple card achiever po siya. Meron po siyang sasakyan, mga sasakyan, let me correct myself, mga sasakyan at may sports car po siya. At para po makilala niyo po at makuha niyo kung ano po yung sinasabi ko at sino ba itong taong to, may iti-play po tayong video. So, ayan, video, play. Ayan, play natin.
Lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, oh just you watch. I'm stepping into fate, there is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me, this is how legends are made. Up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. Like iron from the fire, getting stronger. This is how legends are made.
Ito na po, Daily Project Community. Please help me welcome Millionaires Club, Elite Global Ambassador, Top 500 of Empowered Consumerism, Multiple Car Achiever at ang presidente ng Daily Project Cebu, Million Virtual Club po, to Mr. Upline Mentor Marky Cerna.
Hello, good morning sa lahat na nanonood ng live na training na to. And let me take this opportunity to thank, of course, Mentor Rafi for the wonderful introduction. So thank you so much. Ang lupit talaga. So energy pa lang, wala. Lahat, I'm pretty sure they are very excited for this training because of that wonderful introduction. And of course, tanungin ko lang yung mga viewers natin na yun, kumusta ba kayo dyan? How are you feeling today? So if you're feeling okay or great today, type ka lang ng super, di ba? Para makita ko kung okay ba kayo dyan. If naririnig niyo ba ako ng okay, type kayo ng super. Di ba? So, of course, this training that we have right now, so like what Mentor Rafi actually mentioned, the title of this is Thrive, the New Normal. So how do we actually adapt to the new normal right now? So for this training, most of the things na I will be talking about for this will be some of the sources or things na nakuha ko from actually the best of the best mentors na I've been following, because for you, one of the secrets talaga for a person to become successful is for you to find inspiration, people from different walks of life na maging inspiration for you, and you gather their thoughts, you gather their knowledge, and then you apply it to your own life. So some of the sources, I've been following Tony Robbins, I've been following, of course, Upline Joseph Lim, Jim Quick is also one of those na I'm a very big fan of him right now because he has been known to be teaching like he's known to be a super brain coach, di ba? So I'd like of course to thank all of you sa lahat na nandito ngayon because of course this would not be possible if not for you guys na willing na matuto, di ba? So how we could actually adapt, especially to the new normal. Now, I know. So right now, so far we have more than 800 people already watching this training, but I know there will be more coming. So keep on sharing, keep on telling your members or your friends about this wonderful training because well, hindi pa tayo, well, we haven't started yet, di ba? So right now, uh, syempre, with all the that's going on, of course, with the pandemic, um, there are people who would say na maswerte itong iba or maswerte kayo because nauna na kayo, you've been doing what you've been doing, like nag-online na. And may mga iba naman din na bago pa lang nilang na ano narinig itong negosyo, itong business na to. So most of us or most of those people, lalo na the new ones, actually get so excited. Lalo na when they're being shown the opportunity na this is something that you can do even if you're just at the comfort of your home, just doing it online. And most people get so excited and sabi nila, sige, ito na, gusto ko tong gawin, gusto ko tong mangyari sa akin, di ba? And when you start to learn about the things, then the problem would actually then come na you would then have tinatawag natin na digital overload, di ba? Because of course, information sa sobrang dami na, of course, all the trainings na ano mo i-research mo, na maririnig mo, all the people who will be coaching and telling you. If you're new to something, na-introduce, bago lang na-introduce sa'yo, most definitely, hindi mo makuha agad. Kaya nga, you would have a digital overload, no? Na parang feeling mo, sometimes you're in a position na magfi-freeze ka na parang wala kang magagawa, wala ding mangyayari. 'Di ba? So, of course, we would want to learn fast. Sino ba diyan ang gustong matuto kaagad? Because actually the important thing right now is how do we learn and adapt quickly. 'Di ba? Kasi pag ikaw hindi ka nag-a-adapt, yeah, siyempre mapag-iwanan ka talaga. So there's a thing that we say, the faster you can learn, the faster you can earn. Di ba? So let's put it this way. If you're able to see me, try to follow what I'm doing right now. So try nyo to. 'Di ba? So sino bang gustong matuto ng mabilis, 'di ba? So ang gawin nyo, sundin nyo ako, okay? And then ngayon, ang gawin nyo, you point your hand towards your chin. Okay. Okay. Oh, sa ano nangyari? Ito yung chin nyo, di ba? Di ba? So, saan kayo nagaturo dito? Di ba? So, yun, my point is, in learning, the art of learning kasi is actually the art of attention. So, you have to be very attentive, no? Because of course, in this training, there are some things na ituturo or that will be mentioned na definitely ma-apply mo and that you will be able to get if you understand and learn fast because of course maraming people na nag-a-attend ng mga trainings, nag-a-attend ng mga seminars and after the seminar actually wala din nangyayari. Most of it, because actually usually nangyari is when you attend an opportunity or a training, for example, after the very time after the training, 50% lahat na nawawala na. And the moment you sleep and the moment you wake up in the next day, around 10% na lang nare-retain mo. And of course, when we were in the school, when we were still studying, no, kaya pala a lot of times when all of the things na natutunan natin or naririnig natin sa school halos wala din, nawawala din siya. So how do we adapt or how do we actually retain? Because importante nga is memorizing, because wala namang subject or wala naman tayong course na take na how to retain, how to keep memories na ano na, because remember, when you are not able to memorize or learn, that learning na nakuha mo hindi mo ma-retain, mawawala din yan, useless din yan. So I'm gonna share to you some of my favorite strategies and skills that I've learned, especially for the past few months, from the time that the start ng pandemic na to. Because of course, I'm one of the people na I've been a fielder talaga. I'm a person who has always loved to reach out to people, talk to them, sa harap talaga. And suddenly, after na nangyari tong COVID, hindi na tayo makalabas and I have to adapt, of course, di ba? So again, this is a way na I will be showing you some skills and strategies. And in success, the formula to success, there are actually two parts. So one is of course showing up. So 50% kasi of success is mainly you showing up, you attending. So I'd like to thank, because most people don't, di ba? I know you've forwarded the link, you've sent the poster, the banner for this training, and not everybody actually ay nandito ngayon. Kaya nga, part of the success is actually showing up. Di ba? It's actually just like showing up in your report, showing up at work, showing up also. Some people like showing up on a date. Imagine if may ano ka, if you have a date and hindi sumipot, problema na 'yan, di ba? So, importante na number one is you're here. Number two, because as I've said, showing up is just 50%, half lang 'yon. The second half is actually playing full out, di ba? So, ito kasing pag-play, this is something that we've been doing, that we've done when we were still young, di ba? Na enjoy tayo. And actually, who are the fast learners? But yeah, di ba? Who are the fast learners in this planet? It's actually the children. Because when we were young, when we enjoyed playing, when we enjoyed the things that we were doing before, when we were still young, di ba? Ang dali nating matuto. Di ba? If you notice, the children, they bigyan mo yan ng bagong gadget, they can learn easily how to operate it. One time nga, bumili ako ng bagong phone. I didn't know na anong ang nun. When I check it, I said, parang wala namang masyadong installed na mga games or mga ano. But nung hiniram ng anak ko, tiningnan niya, maya-maya, nagulat na ako na he was already playing. At sabi ko, oh, may naka-install pa rin na game sa cellphone na yun. So, the children are, of course, the people who are learning really fast. Like, if they are given an instrument, yung mga musical instrument, they learn so quickly. Di ba? They learn, and of course, when yung mga bata dalhin mo sa ibang lugar na may bagong ibang language, di ba? Sa normal na language na that you're speaking at home, ang dali nilang makapag-adapt. So, meaning, if we can put ourselves back to that state, no? Na when we were there, na we play and enjoy our lives, because bakit pa nga ba yung mga bata, they learn quickly? Because, syempre, why? Because number one, wala silang mga limitations, di ba? So probably some of you would say, curious sila, di ba? They're very curious and they're very focused, di ba? If you notice, yung mga bata, pag naglalaro yan, tinatawag ng parents nila, ng mama nila, halos hindi makarinig yan, di ba? So, guys, right now, showing up is number one. So I'd like to commend all of you. I've seen people na who's attending this training right now na galing pa ng iba't ibang countries all over the globe. We have people from Kuwait, we have people from Singapore, people from Italy, from Dubai, and parang sobrang dami pa actually. Di ba? I could not just mention all of you. And of course, to all the people na nandito lang of course sa Pilipinas, na most of us of course are naka-lockdown or nasa ECQ or GCQ na to some places. I know this time that you have attended this training right now, I will make it a point that you will not leave this training na wala kang bitbit, na meron ka talagang mga learnings na ma-apply mo towards your business that we're doing right now. So if again, going back to the children, that state when you are in that playing mode, that's actually a state wherein you're like in a genius state or a superhero state, di ba? If you can recall those times when we were still young na, or makikita mo yung mga bata na naglalaro, halos they can pretend to be somebody or anybody. They can be a superhero. They can be Batman, Superman, or whoever they want to be. They can imagine flying an airplane using their hands, di ba? Or even probably some just something like paper. Na, nasa ano sila, genius state sila. And when you are in that state, di ba? Of course, because one of the things na very, very important talaga is of course, anong state ka ba? Because uh, it's more on how you feel that would help you in getting your success, di ba? The mood that you're at, ano yung emotional status mo, because how do you define state? How do you define state? When I say state, because tayo, we are not, I'd like to say we are not really logical, but we are more on emotional, no? So that you'll understand me better, ganito yan. Information, no? I say, okay, this is information, okay? Combined with emotion, okay, becomes a long-term memory. So, meaning, information alone. Kaya nga, may mga trainings, may mga seminars na you will be attending, no? And after that, wala din, hindi mo nakalimutan mo din lahat because it was not tied up to an emotion. Di ba? So that you'll understand this better, you know. The topic right now that I wanted to talk to you about is how do you retain? How do you make your memory something na mabibitbit mo up until ma-apply mo siya at magagawa mo siya? Because ang problem is, a lot of information is being fed to us, but hindi natin na combine or na tie up to an emotion, hindi na siya maging long-term memory. Now, how many of us actually experience na you hear a song, di ba? Yung narinig mo yung song na yon, you remember, you are brought back to a time na when you were still younger, di ba? Na like example, na-remember mo yung ex mo, or na-remember mo yung family mo, ano kayo when you were still young, when you were visiting some places. Just one song, ah. And there are people even minsan when you smell a fragrance or a perfume perhaps, or perhaps may makita ka na food or matikman ka na food, you will be brought to decades of time na you will be able to remember like a long-term memory. Bakit yan nangyari? It's because like what I said, information combined with emotion becomes a long-term memory. And like what I said, we are not logical, but we are emotional beings. So the topic right now is how do we unlock our full potential, our full you, that you will be able to retain whatever and learn quickly from all the things that it feeds sa'yo ngayon. Because the faster that you can learn, the faster that you can earn. Di ba? So, in this topic that I'll be talking to you about, I'll be talking to you about two things, okay? Major things that we'll be talking about is, number one is, I will be talking to you about some states, no? State like the one I mentioned kanina, no? State like, for example, state of emotion, di ba? The second part is actually strategies. How do we adapt to the new normal ngayon? Diba? Anong strategies ang gagawin natin? Now, remember, all of the learning is all learnings are actually state dependent. Okay? Emotional state na you are in right now is anchored to learning. Okay? Nakukuha niyo ba yun? So, meaning, if you learn, di ba? Bakit tayo, remember the time when we were in school? Nung nasa school tayo, ano bang state? Sa anong state ba tayo when we were there? Like sitting, listening to our teacher. Di ba? Most of us, of course, were in a state of boredom, bored. Di ba? And when you are, probably some of you are in a confused state. Di ba? And when you are in that state, na bored state ka, on a scale of 0 to 10, ano ba yung bored na state? Probably that will be a zero, definitely. Di ba? So anything multiplied by zero or times zero is always zero, is always nothing. Kaya maraming tao na when they attend school, kahit anong dinidiscuss na maganda ng teacher, hindi nare-retain because hindi nga siya na-tie up to an emotional state. Now, learn more in less time. That's what we need to do right now. I'm sure you've tried this as well na like example nagbabasa ka ng book. I've read some books and then later on or probably seen movies na later on totally nakalimutan mo talaga kung ano ba yung laman ng book na to. So what we need right now is to learn fast in a lesser time, di ba? Because the ability to learn quickly, to adapt to the new normal, that requires some strategies, okay? And of course, the state that you are right now. Because guys, speed right now is the name of the game, di ba? Now, so you have to learn fast. So they call me actually like what mentor Rafi actually mentioned kanina as I've been called as the Flash because to my results actually I'm one of those people na yung normal na ano na trend or pattern in doing this business, mas nalampasan po natin. Mas napadali po natin siya yung success, which I will be talking to you later on. So, uh, sino ba sa inyo have read the book of Stephen Covey na Seven Habits of a Highly Effective People? Sino bang nakabasa nun? Any one of you, you may comment if sinong nakabasa ng book na yan, di ba? So, are you able to hear me well? Comment lang po. Okay?
Yes
Yes,
po,
yan.
Mentor.
Okay. Mga ano? Okay, nakabasa lang po. Wow, maganda yan. So, sinong who can recall ano yung seventh habit of a highly effective people, of highly effective people? Di ba? So, comment nyo kung may nakaalala. Di ba? Oh, so I'm pretty sure you must probably have forgotten about or nakalimutan mo na kung ano yung pang seventh. And actually, it's actually sharpening the saw. Sharpening the saw, which actually means that when you're sharpening the saw, kailan mo ba i-sharpen yung saw mo? No? Kailan mo ba gawin yon? Is it before cutting the tree or the wood? Or is it after cutting the wood? Di ba? Oh, sharpen the saw. Yan, ang galing. Ang galing ni Abby, di ba? Naalala niya. So, yan. So, when you are sharpening the saw, it is always best to sharpen the saw ahead before actually cutting the wood. Di ba? So, that's of course one of the best ways because I know there are a lot of people who've been working so hard. Grabe, todo-todo na talaga ang ginagawa nila and I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to this. Na you've given all your best. You've studied everything and you've done so much already. And you work so hard and wala pa rin. Di ba? Because probably your saw is not that sharp enough. But if you sharpen your saw, it's actually just like instead of working hard, you are working smarter. You work smarter instead of just working hard. So what we need to do is the best thing to do is actually to sharpen your saw by bringing out the genius state in you. Yung time na when we were still young. Di ba? So, what do we need to do? Of course, we have to create new growth. You have to be open for new opportunities. Um, no, it's so probably some of you would say na malit kasi yung utak ko. I cannot accommodate so much because maswerte yung iba. Probably some of you would say that. But let me tell you that in reality, wala naman talaga eh. Wala naman, it's not about the size of the brain. Kay even Einstein probably had a smaller brain than you. But why was he a genius? Why was he in that state na he is a genius? It's because he has more connectivity to the yung nasa some parts of the brain, his brain is more connected to ano ba talagang kailangan na gawin. It's actually a state which we call as the theta state, no? Yeah, the theta state is, para mas maintindihan nyo, it's a state of creativity. Most of the time, getting into that theta state, we've experienced this actually. If you can, if you sometimes when you are doing shower, di ba? Have you tried na ba that when you're in the shower, um, may mga ideas na lalabas sa'yo? And ang nakakalungkot lang, when you get to those ideas, of course, you cannot write down anything of those because wala the ano the the water. Of course, you cannot put a pen and a paper that you can write it on. So that's that state where you are in that theta state na you are very creative. There are times pala na pwede siyang mangyari sa atin, di ba? Now, like what I said, I am a fielder and I'm never really into babad into an online marketing or system. But like what I said, I have to adapt. But the problem is all the information, there, all the things that's being fed to us, no, leads to an information fatigue syndrome, no, because all of these are syndromes, and um, it's affecting, of course, our mind, our physical, being, sometimes even our health, because minsan when you're being fed so much, you would feel stress, like what I said kanina, when you have a digital overload, lalo na ngayon, of course, with the internet, ang daming distractions, di ba? You may be taught how to do something, and then when you are there, you get distracted, di ba? We've been taught in the past that for us to be focused, for us to get to the level of success that we want to be, we have to be really focused. But like what I said, ang daming distractions, especially in the digital world, di ba? So how do we actually get to that to that state na we can get to the theta state na at ease, na komportable at ano pa rin tayo, kalmado pa rin tayo. So again, information combined with emotion keeps a long time memory. So who is in charge ba of our emotional state? 'Di ba? 'Di ba tayo din? So there are times wherein we cannot really control what is going on with our kasi like what I said kanina, we can be so reactive, no? Okay. So what instead, like for example sa pandemic ngayon, some people automatic nagre-react, 'di ba? Nagre-react na, so sayang, paangat na sana ako, paganda na sana yung network ko, paganda na sana yung ginagawa ko. However, dahil dito, so then lalabas na yung nagrereklamo ka na, bakit kasi itong gobyerno natin, bakit nag-ECQ pa, bakit nagganito pa, di ba? Bakit kasi yung China nagpalabas pa ng, or bakit kasi yung itong coronavirus or COVID lumabas pa sa panahon nga to, wherein supposedly nasa domination stage na kami because like what we say in Gaming Project for 2020, this is the year of domination. Diba? So to most of us, we really, so uh, to be honest, we know what we need to do. All of us, we want to be financially free. We want to get into that point wherein we earn so much and we enjoy the money that we earn. We have the time freedom and the financial freedom that we can do what we want at the time that we want it, like achieve our house and lot, achieve our cars, achieve our savings. but most of the time, we don't do what is necessary. We, we procrastinate. A lot of people nagpo-procrastinate, and this delays, nagde-delay siya kung ano yung dapat na result na makukuha mo supposedly, hindi mo na nakukuha. Di ba? So, I will introduce to you some of the states, going back to the state and the strategies, because strategy is 80% of what you have, and or your success. But if you're in a procrastination state, you of course when you're procrastinating, you will be feeling, of course, na poor. You'll be using a poor strategy. So um, one advice na pwede mong gawin is for you to move, di ba? Because if you're not wait, let me just get the volume, okay? Nag okay. Pag nasa ano ka kasi sa state ka, like when you are bored, when you are procrastinating, because most of the people, syempre, when you're procrastinating, you're just lying down, tamad ka, natutulog ka lang, di ba? Ang mangyayari is you you will not be energized to do something. So your physiology affects your psychology. No? So, minsan, a simple change of your physiology, or ano yung gagawin mo, yung body movements lang. Like, if you try lang, like for example, exercise. Diba? Now, ngayon na panahon is a very good opportunity for us to do something like exercising, because even if you feel na hindi siya partly productive in a way towards the business, but sometimes, or a lot of times, when you are gumagalaw ka and you're doing something with your body, like exercising, it reaches, or it actually lifts up your energy. Tumataas yung ano mo. Because as your body moves, as gumagalaw yung katawan mo, your brain actually grooves as well. So, of course, our success is greatly affected by our health and, of course, exercise. So, I would suggest na you build you build your mental muscles. So if you want to be good at memorization, if you want to be good with your memory, you practice it, because anything na hindi ginagamit kasi lumiliit talaga, nawawala pa, in fact, di ba? Now, just like if you want to build big muscles for your body, lift ka, galaw ka. Kasi if hindi ka gumagalaw, tingnan mo yung mga napapaparalyze. Anong nangyayari sa kanila? Mag-atrophy, mag-shrink yung muscles nila. Diba? So, importante ngayon is how do you exercise? How do you get your, what you need to do? So, how to get your success with this business right now is for you to practice, or to start doing what needs to be done para masimulan mo siya na, it may not be on overnight success. Wala naman talagang overnight success eh. But what's important is you're starting to do something na importante ngayon. So, let me start by sharing my slide to you. And okay. So, okay. Please tell me if nakikita nyo ba? Okay. So, can you see my slide? Okay. Yan. Klaro ba?
Yes po.
Okay, let me see. Let me just move this a little bit. Okay. Yan, okay. So, yes po. So, okay naman. So, ngayon, I'm gonna teach you 6 keys to learn things faster. This is actually something that I've learned from Jim Quick na very effective talaga. Na na-apply ko talaga now, especially with the new normal na I have to adapt, no? So importante kasi ngayon is how you adapt to the change, di ba? So in this let me ask you, are you a thermostat or a thermometer? Why did I ask this? Because if you're somebody na reactive lang, no? You're a thermometer. A thermometer adapt kung ano yung environment, di ba? Binabasa lang niya, so nagre-react lang siya, nagmo-move lang siya, like this thermometer example or drawing that I have here. Diba? Kung ano yung temperature ng lugar, doon siya nagre-react, nagmo-move, di ba? But a thermostat, on the other hand, is actually something na siya yung nagsiset ng mood, siya yung nagsiset ng kondisyon. Hindi siya nagre-react lang, but if you set, let's say for example, you set the temperature to a low temperature, like a colder temperature, it will get the environment. Pinapa-change, pinapa-iba, iniiba yun niya yung yung environment. Kasi if you're just a thermometer and nagre-react ka lang, you're just like all those people na nagsasabi lang na wala kaming magagawa today, ngayon, wala kaming mare-recruit. Wala kaming makukuha na tao because walang mga trabaho yung mga tao eh. Those are the people na mga thermometer. Nagre-react lang na for them, there's nothing that they could do. Di ba? But to those na naging successful na mga tao, they tend to be the thermostat na instead of, okay, they see the opportunity in every struggle. And instead of seeing the problem, they find solutions on how to fix the problem. They change, di ba? The environment, they change it. Di ba? Kaya importante yun na dapat ikaw, isa kang thermostat. Now, remember, there is no learning without remembering. So, all of these things, again, this boils down to how quick can you adapt, how quick can you memorize, can you retain, and remember all of these things na i-discuss natin ngayon. Okay? Like what I said, this is about six keys, no, on how you can be effective. And para mas ma-remember, maalala mo to ng mabilis, I want you to think of this, be fast. Think of be fast, okay? Because this is an abbreviation lang, or and what does it mean, di ba? Of course, let's start with the letter B, okay? Letter B stands for believe. Now, this is very important, guys, because if you believe that you can, or look at this slide. If you believe you can, or you believe that you can, you are right. Henry Ford, the maker of Ford Motors, siya yung nagsabi nito. So, ibig sabihin, kung sa sarili mo, naniniwala ka na kaya mo siya, tama ka, kaya mo talaga. But if sa sarili mo, sasabihin mo na hindi ko to kaya, hindi ko to magagawa, tama ka din. So meaning, what matters is, what do you believe in? Importante kasi, all behavior is belief-driven. Di ba? And I know, a single person, no, has so many beliefs that we have in ourselves. No? Marami tayo niyan. And forgetting, of course, is a state, no? And creativity is something that you have, but it's not something that you have. It's something that you do. Focus is not something that you have, but it's something that you do. Memory, no? Memorization, memory is not something that you have, but it's something that you do. Like what I said kanina, if you want to be good at something, no? Of course, number one, you have to believe na kaya mo yan, na magawa mo yan. And of course, just to share to you a story about, there was a story na nakwento ni Jim Rohn on one of his trainings, talking about a chicken man, okay? And the chicken man actually, he walks, naglalakad siya, dala-dala niya yung para grocery na cart, no? And sobrang parang pulubi talaga na bum na naglalakad na sobrang gutay-gutay. And he wears a chicken costume, no? Na meron siyang parang tapay dito, no? Na may costume, may chicken costume. And doon sa sa cart niya, doon dala niya mga gamit niya, and then may picture ng family niya. Lahat ng tao, pag makikita siya, kaya nga tawag niya sa kanya is chicken man. Kasi nga, makikita siya na parang chicken talaga. Now, not everybody actually alam nila, hindi alam ng karamihan na bakit nagkaganon si chicken man. And the story behind pala, was actually one time in his life, uh, nasunog yung bahay niya. And at that time, natutulog pa siya. And nung gumising siya, at nakita niya na parang umaapoy yung paligid, ang ginawa niya, binuksan niya yung bintana, tumalon siya, umalis, at lumayo sa bahay nila. And nung nasa malayo na siya, nakatingin siya sa bahay nila nasusunog, nakita siya ng brother-in-law niya, yung kapatid ng asawa niya, at tinanong siya, saan yung dalawang anak mo? Saan yung asawa mo? Saan yung kapatid ko? Lumabas ka dito na ikaw lang mag-isa? Iniwan mo yung pamilya mo doon sa binugbog siya, binugbog. Sinabihan siya, chicken ka talaga. Chicken, manok ka talaga. You just save yourself and siya, he was kicked, he was punched by the brother-in-law. And you know what? At that time, wala na siya magawa. Nakatingin na lang siya sa bahay na nasusunog and umiiyak na at that point sa buhay niya, parang na-implant sa kanya na tama nga yung brother-in-law niya, that he was a chicken. Hindi niya pinasok, hindi niya sinave yung family niya, and he was really truly a chicken. And because of that belief, over the years, ilang years, ganun na lang yung pinoportray niya. Now guys, hindi alam ng karamihan anong experience niya. But, of course, your experience sa buhay natin, we don't have control. Wala tayong control kung ano yung nangyayari sa paligid natin, like the COVID ngayon. Wala tayong control sa ano yung gagawin ng ibang tao sa atin. But what we have control with is yung sarili natin. Guys, importante ngayon is ano ba yung feeling mo? Paano mo ba tinatanggap yung mga bagay-bagay na binabato sa iyo? Now, what if instead of controlling yung mga external, kasi hindi mo makokontrol yan eh. What if i-control mo yung sarili mo na feelings? And I tell you guys, when you are able to do that, malaking bagay talaga yan. So again, you have to believe, no? Now, in 1954, itong si Roger Bannister, actually that's a double N supposedly, he achieved the 4-minute mile. And what does it mean? Ever since, hindi talaga na-achieve by anyone na a person can actually makatakbo ng 1 mile in just 4 minutes. And you know what? Kasi at that time people would think na imposible talaga yan na mangyari. Kasi it's beyond the capacity of a human body. Your heart probably would explode, your lungs will explode if you would force yourself really to run na a mile in just 4 minutes. And itong si Roger Bannister, actually, what he did was he implanted, he tinanim niya sa sarili niya, sa belief niya na kaya ko to. He kept on visualizing and imagining na he is able to do it, no? Kasi of course everything actually starts from here, from the mind natin. And sabi niya, I will be able to do it in 3 minutes and 59 seconds, in less than 4 minutes. And you know what happened? After Roger Bannister actually achieved that in 1954, ang dami na rin nakasunod, ang dami na rin naka-achieve. And this goes the same with actually you, on how you are earning right now with our business. Kasi for sure, pag bago ka pa lang dito, sometimes or a lot of times, it's hard for you to believe that you will be able to earn whatever we are earning or the successful top distributors are earning, like the 1 million per month. Some of us would probably think na parang imposible yan. Gawa-gawa lang nila yan. Pinapakita lang nila, di naman talaga yan totoo. Because sa sarili mo, you don't believe. You don't believe na kaya mo. Di ba? Probably, you would say na buti sila kasi kaya nila yan. Guys, if sa sarili mo pa lang, sasabihin mo na hindi mo kaya, hindi mo talaga yan kaya. What if, okay, set mo ngayon. Kasi, let's say, walang-wala ka. You haven't achieved anything. set mo ng ano, for you to be able to do this part, belief, no? When you believe something, like for example, believe that this month you will be able to earn, let's start to say maliit na lang, 10,000. Okay? And na-achieve mo yan siya. Then later on, you set up another goal na naman, na 20,000. And then believe na mangyari talaga siya. And I guarantee you, if you do that, magugulat ka na lang one day or in 1 month, makukuha mo na naman siya. And then you set for higher goals. Kasi once you start, so the secret is, if hindi mo kaya maniniwala sa malaki, you can start little. You don't have to force yourself na ma-stress ka na talaga na sobrang layo na, taas na ng goal mo, di ba? So start with believing in yourself that you can do something na smaller things. And when you start believing and then achieving it, you stretch it, then you stretch it para gradual yung achieve mo ng success mo. Di ba? Until you get to the 1 million per month first, or start with the 100 per month, and then the 200, the 300, the 500, and then the 1 million. Because most definitely, whatever you believe in, makukuha mo talaga yan siya. One of the things na nakatulong talaga sa akin was, of course, learning the secret, the law of attraction. Because before, hindi ko pa alam yan. I didn't know that I was already applying it. Like, anything na gusto kong mangyari, as long as nandito na siya ma-imagine ko lang siya sa utak ko, kaya ko talaga siyang gawin. I tell you guys, all the things that I have achieved, including the first brand new car, the SUV that I have, even the sports car that I have, all of these, I started believing lang in when I was still little, na sooner or later, I will have my first brand new car. I will have my own sports car. I will have a house of my own. And actually, it starts from there. So you have to start believing in yourself, no? Kasi ganito yan. Lahat naman tayo may potential, okay? We all have the potential. We know we have the skills. Actually, innate na yan sa atin eh. Remember, we are made in the likeness, the image and likeness of our Creator, our God. I'm pretty sure most of us believe that, diba? I'm pretty sure you believe that too, diba? So if you know that you have been created in His own image and likeness, you know you have the potential. You know, kaya mo din magawa supposedly yung nagagawa ng iba. Kasi wala namang nabuhay, or no one is born na magaling na kaagad or successful na kaagad. So starts with the potential. So when you know that you have the potential, diba? Because only when you know that you have the potential that you would start to take action. And then your action, of course, brings you towards your result. And when you start getting that result, your belief will then start to increase. Kaya nga, when your result is still maliit, di ba? Your belief most likely would still be maliit. No? This affects, each one of these actually affects each other. If you want to increase your results, guys, isa sa talaga is to increase your belief. You have to believe. Kasi when your belief system is mataas, of course, you take big actions. Diba? Tama? When you take big actions, mangyari ba na lalaki din yung result mo? You know you have the potential eh. You will be able to see potential as well. You will be able to see ano yung capacity mo. Ano yung pwede mong gawin if you have high belief. Kaya importante talaga yung belief system mo. Now, because again, this is be fast, okay? We finished the B, which is belief. Now, this will be really quick already. The next one is exercise. Physical exercise, no? Like what I said kanina, as your body moves, your brain grooves. Di ba? If stagnant ka, wala kang gagawin, wala din mangyayari. So even if you believe, no? Like going back to this, even if you believe, but you are not taking actions, you're not doing something, yung results mo, wala din. So the next part is actually, after believing, is you do something, you take actions. And exercising doesn't mean na wala namang overnight eh, na I will do a strenuous exercise today, a 10-minute strenuous exercise, and tomorrow, lalaki na yung muscles ko. Walang ganun. Walang nangyaring ganun, guys. It's just like actually brushing your teeth. You cannot say na in 1 year, I'll be brushing my teeth the whole day, 1 day lang. And then, okay na yun. No, walang ganun. Some people, they attend a training, they attend a seminar. And then, after the seminar, they would think na, eto na, magaling na ako, okay na ako. No, hindi yan ganun, guys. You cannot do that. If you want to be good at something, if you want to get results actually, after believing, you have to take action. You have to start doing it. And this is about doing the boring things, doing the thing over and over again, even to the point na kahit ayaw mo na siya, hindi mo na siya gustong gawin, but ginagawa mo pa rin siya. Actually, that's when the success would start to kick in. Kaya importante is to do it over and over again, kahit ayaw mo na siya. It's actually just like love. It's actually just like saying na when you love somebody, when you love a person, you cannot just say one time na I love you and that's it. You have to keep on saying na I love you, if possible on a day-to-day basis to remind that person na hindi naman overnight yung love eh. You cannot just say na suddenly, di ba? Can you really tell, di ba? When you fell in love with a person, di ba? That's impossible to do. That's really impossible to do. You can never say na the first time na nakita kita, love na kita. No, hindi yan eh. Di ba? You even do not know really when love happens because of course, love starts, no? Starts when you introduce yourself, di ba? Hi ka, kumusta ka? Ako pala si ano, magpakilala ka. And then after dun, you start texting and calling na, uy, take care ka, ha? Ingat ka sa pauwi, di ba? That's when actually na you're doing it, and then you move on to giving flowers na, and on special occasions you give something, a gift to that person. You can never truly see when na-develop yung love eh. You just suddenly wake up one day na there, it's there. It's actually just like success. You cannot expect, because I know nowadays people, because of how we are getting the things na gusto natin quickly, we call it instant gratification because of the technology. Sometimes, yes, we have a very good technology. We have the internet, we have the computers, we have the things that we need that would make our lives easy. But this time, or a lot of times, this is actually the thing that's stopping us from becoming successful. Why? Kasi naging ano na tayo, naging complacent na tayo. And we don't have the patience anymore to pursue and to continuously do what we need to do. Kasi nga, like success, hindi naman siya overnight. Di ba? Since hindi mo siya makuha kagad-agad, then what you need, ang ginagawa mo, madali ka mag-quit, madali ka mag-surrender. Di ba? And this is why maraming hindi naging successful, lalo na sa business na to, if wala kang patience. Di ba? Think of the older days. Di ba? Because I know there are a lot of things na binilik tayo ngayon eh sa lumang mga ginagawa natin. Like, for example, di ba? If you want na makakain, before, you have to start with planting pa nga eh. Di ba? And then after you plant, you water it. Di ba? Ang pinaka-basic nga is to till the soil first, then put the seed, and then water it every day. And then after it will grow, you have to continue watering it. And then pag nag-bear na siya ng fruit, dun ka pa pwedeng kumain. Di ba? But sometimes, or if it's a vegetable, hindi ka pa makakain agad. You have to cook it still. You have to gisahin mo pa, gawin mo pa hanggang makakain ka. Now with technology, gano'n na kadali gawin ang gano'n na bagay. If you wanna eat, punta ka lang ng restaurant, order ka lang, kain ka na kaagad. Di ba? Gusto mong kumain, kuha ka lang ng microwavable na pagkain, lagay mo sa microwave, after a few seconds, a few minutes, kain ka na kaagad. Ganon. Di ba? Dati, if you wanna research, pupunta ka pa ng library. Bago ka makapunta ng library, syempre, maligo ka pa, mag-prepare ka pa, kung may sasakyan ka, sasakay ka, or kung maglalakad ka pa, patungo library. Pag nandun ka na sa library, hanapin mo na kung ano yung topic na gusto mong or i-research. Di ba? Hanap ka ng book, tingnan mo, wala doon, tingnan mo, wala din dito, tingnan mo sa ibang books, hanap ka na naman, hanggang makita mo. Ngayon, gano'n nakabilis yung technology na meron tayo ngayon. May gusto kang malaman, gusto kang i-research, kuha ka ng cellphone, kuha ka ng laptop, kuha ka ng gadget mo, type ka ng Google, search mo kung ano yung gusto mong hanapin, isang click, search, nandyan na, readily available na sa atin. Kaya, because of that, because of this technology that we have right now, ito yung reason din na why impatient na yung mga tao. Not everybody is willing to undergo the struggle. Not everybody is willing to undergo the yung mga rejection, yung mga pagdaanan ng mga challenges kasi nga because of instant gratification. That's why guys, if you want to succeed, you have to do things, even especially the things na ayaw mo nang gawin, na mga maliliit na bagay na kailangan mong gawin, gawin mo pa rin. Di ba? Because just like love, hindi mo naman masasabi sa tao na love mo siya na after 1 year, 2 years, wala na. Wala ka nang ginagawa for that person. Even nasa point ka na bored, ano na ka, yung sawang-sawa mo nang makikita yung partner mo or yung husband or wife mo, you still continue to kiss her good morning in the morning. You still tell her I love you. Kahit nga minsan na parang pagod ka na, you still do what is necessary para instead of her doing it, ikaw pa rin ang gagawa kahit pagod na pagod. It's about doing those things. Kaya importante yan na dapat tuloy-tuloy pa rin, di ba? Now so it's B, belief, second is E, exercise. So B, tapos na tayo doon. Now, the next is F. No? Again, this is be fast. Okay? Huwag niyo kalimutan yan. So, one of the things na, kasi ako, hirap din ako sa pag-memorize dati. So, I find strategies na getting the first letters and then, mas madali ko siyang so, it's about, like what is the strategy or the techniques na ginagawa ko. So, forget. A lot of people don't learn faster because they feel that they already know it. We've heard this in our training sa NECO. Ano ba sinasabi doon? Di ba? Yung mga tao ng mga acne, alam ko na yan attitude, na feeling nila, alam nila, I tell you, mahirap talaga mag-succeed yung mga tao na yan. So, F stands for forget. Forget what you know. Forget na meron ka ng alam. Di ba? Kasi if you would say na, alam ko na yan, na-experience ko na yan, no? Wala din eh. Have a beginner's mindset. Have a beginner's mind na willing kang matuto. Willing kang magtanong. You humble down. Because those na ma-pride, mga tao na mataas yung pride, wala eh. Walang mangyayari sa'yo eh. Again, how you will be able to adapt to this new change, this new normal, you have to learn what you know. What you've experienced before. Because gone are the days that we can do the normal stuff like the field works that we've done before. Di ba? Balita ko nga ngayon, some places, ibabalik sa lockdown ulit eh. Kasi dumadami na naman yung cases. So, no matter how much gustuhin mo man na ibalik ka sa dati na na ginagawa mo, hindi na. So, forget mo na muna yun. Yung mga ginagawa mong ganyan, kalimutan mo muna. And learn something new. Something na hindi mo ginagawa. Because if you have a beginner's mind, you'd be willing. So probably ngayon, kung ikaw na nakikinig ngayon, you're probably writing down. You're probably recording perhaps. Di ba? Para ma-absorb mo talaga. Kasi that's the only time na you will be able to absorb, you'll be able to, kasi if you don't have an empty cup, di ba? Isipin mo, imagine this. If this is full of water, ano mangyayari? When we pour learnings, when we pour the knowledge that I'm teaching you or telling you right now, wala eh, overflow lang yan eh, walang mangyayari. Kaya nga importante is to empty your cup, have a beginner's mind, di ba? So after F, A, again, be fast, di ba? B, E, F, then we're A, active, be active, di ba? Because if you will not be moving, if you're just a spectator, learning is not a spectator sport. Hindi pwede na nakanood ka lang. Because I know, karamihan sa atin, or may maraming mga distributors dyan, na para mga fans club lang. Yeah, marami namang nagsasucceed, and marami din nakapanood lang, di ba? Yeah, sabi ko, congrats, di ba? Nakatingin sa iba na, ang galing mo talaga, buti ka pa, di ba? No, hindi pwedeng ganun. If you want to succeed, if you want to learn quickly and adapt to the new normal ngayon, you have to be active, di ba? Kaya nga, if ikaw ngayon, you haven't been doing anything or a lot of things, especially towards your team or your community, you start doing it now. Buhayin mo yung mga mga group chat ng group mo. Buhayin mo yung mga ano mo, mga leaders mo na communicate to them. Talk to them, no? Because it is in learning that you have to be a co-creator. Co-creator ka ng ano ng ginagawa na para makuha mo yung success, no? It is learned through co-creation. Now, so being active is importante talaga 'yan. 'Di ba? Hindi pwede pa tulog-tulog ka lang. Hindi pwede na wala ka lang ginagawa, 'di ba? Again, this goes back to what I said kanina na when you're in a procrastination state, wala. Strategies mo mababa. Wala kang masyadong ginagawa, wala kang masyadong activities. Remember guys, kung ano, ikaw yung tinitingnan. Ikaw yung leader na tinitingnan, mentor na tinitingnan ng grupo mo. So, kung ikaw ngayon active at makikita yan ng grupo mo, most likely, mahahawa sila sa'yo. Mahawaan sila sa energy mo. Kasi kung ikaw inactive, di ba? Tamlay ka. Ano mangyayari? Ganon din yung grupo mo eh. Di ba? Kaya nga, tuwang-tuwa ako makikita sa mga groups. So, congratulations guys, especially to our leaders, especially to my team na from Millennial Hustlers International, even the group of my leaders from Earl, the framework. Natutuwa talaga ako when they see them posting na they're into Zoom meetings with their group, with their community, no? Diba? When I see people na nag-organize, inimbita ko like this one, this opportunity right now, this is about us na becoming active kasi importante yan eh. Kasi pag inactive ka, wala talagang mangyayari. So after the A, the next is S. So again, B, we're done with B, believe. E is exercise, and then F is forget, A is be active, and then S is state. This is what I mentioned kanina, that everything, all learning is state dependent. So if you are in a state na you're in a learning state or in an emotional state na excited ka, happy ka, di ba? Di ba? How do you create a joyful environment? How do you set up a team, a community na happy or motivated? It has to start with you. You have to be in a motivated state. You have to be in an excited, energetic state para kung ano yung sa anong state ka, yun din ang mangyari sa kanila. Guys, ganito yan eh. Talking about state, because beta is a state where we are awake. Okay? Delta is when we are asleep. And theta, like what I mentioned kanina, is above delta, which is like what I said about being in a shower. This is the creative state. And alpha is just above delta, which is when we are in the alpha. I'm pretty sure you've heard of talking about alpha kasi, di ba? Like in a crowd, for example, when you are the alpha, you are the leader, di ba? In a dog group or group of animals, who's the alpha there is actually the one who's driving ano yung gagawin ng group, di ba? The alpha state is actually a state wherein you put yourself in meditation when you're in deep breathing. Nasa alpha state ka niyan. Actually, when you're in the alpha state, you are in a state of great learning. Madali ma-absorb kung ano yung tinuturo, binibigay, pinifeed sa'yo. And here's talking about, again, going back to the digital era that we have right now, no? Like, because villain kasi ito eh. Ito yung kaaway natin in getting our success with this technology that we have right now. The digital overload that I mentioned kanina, digital distractions that nakukuha natin. Now, when you are in the digital world, like for example, watching TV or being in the internet, watching YouTube, mga videos, or di ba? Or scrolling through your Facebook timeline, di ba? Or watching other people's timelines. You are in a state na alpha din yun. Na-try nyo na ba na kausapin mo yung tao na nanonood ng TV or nanonood ng video or movie na parang hindi sila makarinig, hindi ka marinig nila? That's actually an alpha state wherein they're just being fed by ano yung nasa state, kung ano yung nakukuha nila from that experience. So ang problema lang is ano ba yung pinifeed mo? Kasi ang problema din, if ang pinapanood mo, wala ding kwenta, wala din siyang ma-absorb na knowledge or ano, useless din yan siya. Kaya nga sabi ko, bakit naging distraction itong digital na advantage supposedly natin? It's because naging distraction na siya. Instead of you, some people, ano ba ginagawa mo? Nag-online. Okay. Sige, so, anong ginagawa mo ngayon? Nasa Facebook. Totoo nga, naka-online ka. Pero are you doing what is needed or what is necessary para makakuha, makarecruit ng tao, para makapalaki ng community mo? Are you chatting to people? Are you convincing? Are you selling products? Di ba? Kasi if you're on the internet and you're just down, scrolling down and checking other people's timelines or watching videos na hindi naman connected sa online pa rin yan. Pero hindi siya productive. 'Di ba? So, delikado 'yan. Kaya nga you have to be careful. No, I know probably you may probably hate me for saying this, but the worst thing that people are doing right now in starting their day is actually waking up and automatically getting their phone, checking their phone. Bakit? Ano ba mostly ang nangyayari pag ganun? When you are there, your phone, you are in a brain cycle na in a alpha state ka. And ang tanong lang is, effective ba or productive ba yung finifeed mo sa sarili mo? And most of the time kasi, anong binabasa, anong nakikita natin kaagad? Balita, 'di ba? Chat ng ibang tao na mga negative, 'di ba? So anong mayayari natin? Simula pa lang ng araw natin, pangit na, 'di ba? Negative na. So if you are in that alpha state and pangit yung finifeed mo, don't be surprised. You will never be able to get to that level of success na gusto mo mangyari sa buhay mo. Never expect na you will get that freedom, that financial freedom. Kasi nga, again, this goes back to what I said about what is your emotional state. Control your emotional state. And the best way is to prevent you from getting mixed or getting exposed to an environment na that will affect your state. Diba? Kaya, lalo na if di mo pa control yung sarili mo talaga, I would suggest avoid watching TV, avoid watching or touching your phone even at the first few hours or first 2 hours when you wake up. But rather, like ako, anong ginagawa ko? Automatic, paggising ko, automatic, pray agad ako. Pasalamat ka agad. Because I'm in a state na mag-meditate ka agad ako, na thanking God, na thank you for all the blessings. Thank you. This is actually a routine that I've been doing na, you know what, every time you have an attitude of gratitude, you're in the state of that emotional state of being grateful sa kung anong meron ka. I tell you guys, you will be blessed more. You will get so many things na minsan nga hindi mo na in-expect eh. 'Di ba? Like I am thankful even to the things na hindi pa binigay. 'Di ba? How would you feel like example, bibisita ako sa bahay mo. And then suddenly, I know you haven't prepared anything for me because I probably have visited you by surprise. And sasabihin ko, thank you sa snacks. Thank you sa food. Wala kang prepare. At yun ang sinabi ko, thank you sa food. Anong gagawin mo? Probably kahit wala kang prepare, you would be preparing one. You would be getting ano bang pwede, di ba? Because when you are thankful, when you are grateful for something, ibibigay talaga yun sa iyo eh. So be in that state na alpha state na you're grateful, di ba? Start pa lang, so avoid your phone, di ba? Now, next is the last one, which brings us to the last one, is teach. Learning with the intention to teaching it to someone else. Learn with the intention to teach it to someone else. When you are listening or getting into trainings and seminars, if you have the mindset na I will ituturo ko to sa mga grupo ko, sa community ko, no? I tell you guys, when you teach it, you would learn it twice. So, importante, kung ikaw ngayon nakikinig, most definitely, if ang nasa isipan mo, ituturo ko to sa grupo ko, you are jotting down. You're probably taking pictures of every slide para I will be teaching my team as well nito. Di ba? Again, guys, this is be fast. The reason why I'm teaching you this is because I want you to adapt as fast as possible to the new normal ngayon. Kasi if hindi ka mapag-adapt quickly, mapag-iwanan ka talaga. Di ba? So again, why did I choose this career? To those of you na hindi pa ako kilala, my name is Lindsey Cerna, and I used to work as a call center manager, and I was there for 9 years. And the reason why I've been working so hard in getting the success that I have that I'm doing and getting right now is because of these people. Okay? Kasi this boils down to the why. Ano bang reason bakit mo to gagawin? And these people are mainly kahit gaano nakapagod yung ginagawa ko, kahit gaano nakabugbog yung katawan ko, I would not feel that because I know I have a bigger purpose. I know that I don't want, because experience ko back in the days, I was left by my family. Sobrang hirap talaga. No, grade 6 pa lang ako, I didn't have both of my parents. Kaya after that experience, sabi ko, I will make it a point that this experience hindi to mangyayari sa mga anak ko. Na hindi nila ma-experience ko ano yung pangit na nangyari sa buhay ko. No? So kaya I've strived so hard. I made it a point na I will become successful. Now, before I met this opportunity, because I was an unbeliever as well to this, kaya I've been to a lot of businesses because para sa akin, before pa lang, walang naging successful sa pagiging empleyado lang. Kaya I got into a lot of businesses. I got into a pizza business. I got into a computer, a PCNet, even an aquarium business. Kaya nga, tuwang-tuwa ako just in the past few days. Nag-set up ulit ako ng malaking aquarium. It brought back the memory, yung sabi ko kanina sa inyo na I was in a state of, an emotional state na ano yung memories ko na the time na I was racing or I had a business na aquarium. So I've been to a lending company as well na nagpapautang ako sa mga kasamahan ko sa trabaho, even in engineering and industrial services. So these are all the income opportunities na sinubukan ko para lang kumita. I wasn't a believer of this industry, no? The shared economy that we have right now, of course, di ko naintindihan to back in the days. So nagre-reject ako. Palagi kong nire-reject to. The person na nag-invite sa akin, I'm forever thankful for him because, of course, hindi siya nag-give up. Number one. Number two, na-inspire ako sa kanya din. Di ba? Initially na-inget, but later on na-inspire because, of course, without him, I would not be where I'm at right now. Hindi ako nadala sa opportunity na to, if not for him. Di ba? So I'm forever grateful for Upline Paolo Seno, Mentor Paolo Seno. So, after all those times, this was my job. I was a call center employee. I was there for 9 years. I was a unit manager. Kaya nga, medyo ma-pride ako kasi, of course, being a manager, the position that I had, parang feeling ko, okay na. I don't need any other opportunities. Di ba? But I realized later on, especially when I move up to the ranks, sabi ko, sobrang maganda naman yung salary, ang stress naman. Di ba? Ang pressure naman. And the worst part is, I didn't have time for my family. Wala na akong time na makapaglaro sa mga anak ko. Minsan nga, yung anak ko, hindi na ako kilala eh. Di ba? Kaya nga, that was the sad part. Kasi hindi mo nga makukuha yan, time freedom, both, and financial freedom, if empleyado ka lang. Di ba? Now, I know there are other businessmen na sasabihin nila na, yeah, hindi, pwede naman kami kumita na hindi kagaya ng ginagawa nyo, na magnegosyo kami. Look at it, guys. Nowadays, lahat pagsak. Sino na lang ba or ano na namang industry ang gumagana ngayon? Halos lahat affected eh. From the hotel, from the travel industry, to the restaurants, to the food industry, halos lahat are affected. Di ba? And we are so lucky that we are in a company na nag-thrive at in fact, ngayon, nakakatuwa nga eh. Ngayon, kung kailan pa nagka-COVID o nagkaganito yung sitwasyon, ngayon pa nag-shoot up yung mga income ng mga tao. Di ba? In fact, one of the biggest income that I had was last 2 months ago or last month na nagulat ako na sino ito pala kalagi? Na wala, nandito lang naman ako sa bahay. Di ba? The whole family, kasama ko pa. Di ba? So, luckily, when I first started this, just in 7 months, not luckily because I know I worked hard for it, no? I'm lucky because I got into this opportunity, but because of course, the hard work, yung ginagawa ko talaga para magawa kung ano yung dapat gawin ko, di ba? With of course skipping the excuses, skipping the kahit pagod na, di ba? Because initially for the first 3 months I did it part time. After 7 months, I was so happy to achieve my first brand new car, which is this SUV, di ba? And in just 3 years, I got my second brand new car, which is the one mentioned kanina ni Mentor Rafi, na a sports car, which is a top-down and sobrang ganda. Feeling ko talaga ako ng pinagwapo pag nag-drive ako nito. It's a two-seater top-down na siyempre brand new, sobrang lamig ng aircon, and then naka-post on speakers pa. Kaya nga, pag dumadaan ako, yung mga tao parang nakatingin talaga sa akin, kaya feeling ko ako ng pinagwapo. Totoo yan. If ikaw mag-drive nito, you would feel the same as well. Di ba? Huwag ka lang lumayo sa kotse talaga. Di ba? And hindi lang yan. Kasi kotse, given yan. Income, given, mangyayari. Ibibigay talaga sa'yo yan. Di ba? You just have to be fast. No? Hindi lang yan. Pati travels. The very first time na nakapunta ako na ibang bansa, no, was still in this empowered consumerism na company. This community actually helped me a lot. The people na mga mentors ko, laking pasalamat ko talaga. Like to Upline Louie, nakasama ko dito. To Tanya, to Upline Joseph. Of course, to my leaders sa team ko. From Mentor Earl to Mentor Eman, to my wife who has been working so hard, to her team sa Ghana, to her members in Escalante, to all our leaders all over the globe. So in fact, even anak ko ngayon na 19 years old, kasama ko rin dito, di ba, sa business na to. So when I started, syempre, since hindi pa sila naniwala sa akin kaagad, my wife took me 7 months before siya naniwala sa akin. I started this, ako lang muna, di ba? So first 7 months, and after a few months, naka-travel na ako, first trip ko talaga outside of the country, international, no? That was in September 2014. And then, naka-side trip pa kami ng Macau in September 2014. First Singapore trip ko was in actually October 2014. So the month after ako nakapunta ng Hong Kong, imagine, no? 1 month lang, I mean almost less than 2 months, 2 countries na ako in that time, in that year, di ba? Hindi lang yan, nakapunta rin ako ng Maldives. This was my first ever in November. That was my birthday gift for myself, di ba? Kaya nga, for you guys, wag ka muna mag-complain. Huwag ka muna magbilang sa anong mga ginagawa mo ngayon. Kasi most definitely, if you do that, wala kang success na makukuha. So you have to do everything that you need to do right now, and then you would reap the rewards. Kasi sabihin ko sa inyo, worth it talaga. Lahat ng ginawa ko, lahat na rejection, lahat na pagod, lahat na kantsaw ng mga kaibigan ko, sulit talaga. Lalo na when I got to countries or this, it used to be just like it was just a dream na makapunta sa lugar na to, because nakita ko to just in the pictures before, no, na how majestic this place was, the water villas, the pristine white beach sand, and of course the very clear waters of this place. Grabe. Pero when I was there, parang sabi ko, this is life. Salamat, buti na lang nakapasok at dinala ako sa opportunity na to, sa company na itong Empowered Consumerism. So hindi lang yan. I was also, in November, I was also able to visit Qatar, which was in Middle East. So from Asia, no, tumatawid na ngayon sa Middle East, no. So I was there in Qatar, na first time ko rin na makakita ng disyerto, di ba? Ng sand, ng disyerto. And then the first time ko nakahawak at nakasakay talaga ng camel, di ba? And then there was another trip, a second trip in Hong Kong. Okay, paano ba ito? Okay. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, yan. Ay. Okay, so yan. So this was a second trip na this time, kasama ko na yung anak ko. So this is my 19-year-old son na nagkasama ko, timing pa. That was our opening sa Hong Kong na office natin, no? Back in February 2018. And there na nakasama ko rin yung mga leaders natin doon, because we have grown our team there in Hong Kong as well. We have a lot of leaders. Some of them napauwi na natin for good. 'Di ba? So, sobrang ganda talaga ng opportunity na hindi lang ikaw yung aasenso, maging successful, but you will be able to help people na maging successful din. So, what used to be a very simple story, an insignificant story to some people, yung story ako, now became an inspiration to some people, di ba? And hindi lang yan, I was also able to visit Europe, di ba? So imagine mo initially from the Philippines, naikot ko na yung mga iba't ibang lugar dito sa Pilipinas, and then moving out to Asia, then to Middle East, now then to Europe. So this was the first ever na nahawakan ko yung snow. Isipin mo ganun, di ba? Na I know, hindi lang, probably, ano lang eh, sa halo-halo mo lang may kita yung ice na, hindi nga siya exactly the same talaga, but yung composition, but I tell you guys, hatawan nyo to. Itodo nyo na because sobrang ganda. This is another second trip in Qatar, a third trip in Hong Kong, another trip in Malaysia in July 2018. 2018 was one of the years na sobrang dami kong napuntahan. Another trip in Maldives. So first one was in 2017 November. This was my second one. Supposedly, yung March, we were supposedly scheduled for a third trip for Maldives because this is an incentive given by the company, no, by Empowered Consumerism. Kaya nga sobrang swerte natin. I'm pretty sure babalik din yung time na pwede na tayo mag-travel. So magtanim na kayo ngayon habang nasa bahay lang tayo, habang pwede natin gawin to kahit na naka-lockdown, di ba? So this was a second Singapore trip, and then ang kagandahan ngayon, dahan-dahan nasasama ko na yung family ko. This time kasama ko na yung wife ko, di ba? Hindi lang yan, di ba? Meron din time na nakasama ko siya for sa Hong Kong, another Hong Kong trip. So after Singapore, nag-Hong Kong trip kami kasama sa mga leaders ko with of course another libre na trip with the company as well. Di ba? And this time, tatlo na kami. Yung eldest ko na son, na anak ko, 19 years old ngayon, yung asawa ko, at saka ako. Di ba? Kaya sobrang saya talaga. Sabihin ko, sulit na sulit, bayad na bayad talaga. And the very latest trip that we've done was back in 2019, just year lang October, wherein first time nakapunta sa South Korea. I know we've seen pictures, videos, or movies, or probably soap opera with South Korea. But right now, hindi lang ordinary na lugar sa South Korea. Jeju Island pa, one of the most expensive and magandang lugar talaga na bibisitahin sa South Korea. Doon kami. Kasama ko pa yung wife ko. So, guys, hindi lang yan. Travel, given. Income, given. Kotse. And I'm pretty sure na you'll be able to build your house as well. This is just one of course, my house project because this is the first one. Doesn't mean that this is my dream house already because yung dream house ko actually is 30 million to 50 million worth na bahay. Diba? Sa taas ng bundok, overlooking the city. So, since this is actually just one of the first few houses that I will be building for me and my family. So, I guarantee you, ganun din, mangyari din yan sa iyo talaga. Di ba? So, I don't know if you're familiar with this movie, guys. X-Men. With this movie kasi, so, ito mga superheroes, di ba? I believe kasi, each one of us, we are heroes. We could be superheroes at any given point if we just want to. Di ba? I know I have people listening to me right now who are superheroes on their own. Di ba? I know you've been working, like, ikaw OFW ngayon. I know you're doing it mainly for your family para mabigyan mo sila ng magandang future. I tell you, you are a superhero. All of us have the potential, have the capacity to become superhero. Now, why this movie? Actually, in this movie, ito kasi nangyari nito, si Days of the Future Past, si Professor X, pinadala niya si Wolverine back to the time na Professor X was still young. Bakit pinili niya si Wolverine? Kasi he has a healing capacity na even with time travel, he can just heal himself with his superpower. Now, ang nangyari nito, pinadala siya to fix kasi in this movie, grabe kasi ang mangyari in the future. grabing war, grabing violence, grabing mangyari na ano talaga. Kaya ang ginawa nila, pinabalik si si Wolverine ni Professor X para sabihan, no, si Professor X, the younger version of Professor X, na para mabago yung future ng ng mundo, 'di ba? So this is what happened. So let me just leave you with an assignment, because we're actually about to end this training, no? And I'd like to thank, of course, Janine Project for this wonderful opportunity na binigyan niyo ako ng chance na makapag-share today and to train people, para makatulong din na, of course, malampasan natin. Because I know this may not be forever, but if even if it would take 2 years, 3 years before this would end, because they said this is the new normal, I know we can do something, no, right now that could change our future. Because my assignment to you is simply to ask yourself this question, no, and you can answer this on your own. If you can go back to that child inside of you, no, so balik ka sa panahon na yung maliit ka pa, and may chance ka na matanong or masabihan yung younger version of you something, no, that they need, na kailangan nilang marinig, ano ba yung sasabihin mo? Okay, that's the first one. And if you were to go back, go to the future, not go back, but go further into the future, like 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or project 10 years from now, and look back in this day right now. What does your current self need to hear from your future self? Ano ba yung gusto mong marinig mo itong present na ikaw sa future self mo? Remember, guys, what is important is what you're doing right now. Because what you're doing right now shapes what will happen to you in the future. Di ba? Kung tamad-tamad ka ngayon at wala kang ginagawa that will shape your future to be a brighter one, most definitely expected you will not get a bright future. Kaya importante ngayon, tanim ka. You will expect, kung ano yung tinatanim mo ngayon, yun ang expected na makukuha mo. So let me leave you with this saying na one of my special or favorite, yun pala ang word, favorite na na if there's an egg, if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. But if it's broken by an inside force, life begins. Guys, great things always begin from inside, from what is inside of you. Once again, my name is Marky Cerna from Cebu. And again, I'd like to thank all of you for taking this time, this wonderful time that I'm able to share to you this training. And my last piece of advice is for you to share and teach it to other people, because I know marami tayong matulungan dito. Maraming ma-inspire sa atin, maraming mapapabagong buhay because of this wonderful opportunity. And take advantage of this time wherein everyone is just at home. Everybody is just online and doing Facebook. Let's maximize that opportunity. So I hope you've learned a lot. Thank you once again, and see you soon. Diba? Happy quarantine day to all of you guys. Diba? So,
Amen. Thank you so much.
okay. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much.
Q&A pa po muna tayo, Mentor Marcy. Grabe.